What's up guys, FuryTV here, and we are back with another episode of Poker Hands. Today, we're going to be taking a look over the highlights of the $25,000 short deck event from the 2020 Million Super High Roller Series in Sochi. Before getting into it, I would like to ask you guys to hit the like button and subscribe if you enjoy our videos, as your support is allowing us to continue posting videos on a daily basis.
Hi everyone and welcome to Mother Russia. We're all set and ready to start Millions Super High Roller Series in Sochi. Let's go.
Evolving, there's new games, there's 5-card, there's Omaha High-Low, 5-card. There's just these different variations, and I think that's what's so great about poker. There's always new games people are trying to figure out.
Before we came on air, you and I were suggesting this might be a little slow on the final table this year. Already we're seeing these big bets go in. How much is it? So far, just taken down. Like 900. The antes.
Oh, there we go. We got some hole cards now. First hand was a mystery. Now we see what's going on here, and right away you can see a tough spot.
900?
Look at you can see even the equities here, 54-31 with the splits coming in 10% in these spots.
I think he's got kings.
Just move it in, and well, as you say, you can see he's in great shape here. Straight away, Jeff, to lose our first player on this final table. John's still at risk.
Yeah, we'll chop some of the time, a fair amount actually, but both nice suited royal, 40% to a royal, two pretty looking hands.
I mean, do you want to take this man in on an all
I got a 10. Probably like 40.
If wins the main event, they're going to be tough to beat.
Yeah.
When you start running cards, okay.
Good.
They switch their outs.
Yeah, still ace jack, looking pretty good.
Actually, I forgot the jack's good. I was thinking
The splits are up though.
Oh, there it is.
Wow.
better now.
Sin.
What a card.
Just like that. Former main event champ.
No.
120?
Yeah, it was dinner at first night. There was several of the guys. John was one of them. I think he was mentioning that short
5K piece, button thrown in the 50K.
Wasn't it supposed to go longer levels? I thought he said yesterday. He did. It's 45 minutes of final table.
I thought all the levels were supposed to be 45, but they're using a different structure, which is fine. I didn't like the structure.
All right, Aaron, King 10.
these are always what I wonder with the guy like Aaron, who kind of emerges on the circuit. Haven't seen much of him. It definitely shows that he's aggressive, not afraid to play. But just wonder, is he running simulations? Is he doing studying, or is he just straight rogue? And these are
He's rogue.
He
Dude's rogue.
thinks so.
He's so cool.
Yeah, which is, at the same time, it's just like you never know, though, right? There's
That's
guys
true.
that could be buried in there and have some doing some special stuff, and that makes him, I think, more dangerous. But
Don't ruin it for me.
I'm
man.
not
This
gonna
guy's
throw
just
him in.
rocking
I'm not
from
gonna throw him
Texas.
in
I
there.
don't want him running Sims. I want him.
You're right.
He's,
You're right.
He's out there like
He's Brink Kinney
doing
just
it.
on the streets.
Exactly.
All right, fair enough. I'm just saying, if
You're right.
he added that into the arsenal, imagine how he could put on the show that he's, just clicking buttons, but he's really deep in the solvers. But I mean, either way, look at that.
Yeah, I mean, more importantly, let's flip trips.
Flop trips, tricky hands. Steven's gonna feel good about his. Can't call him Steven. Stevie feels good.
It feels wrong, doesn't
Yeah.
it? Steven, come on.
No, I can't. They should change it on there for everyone as well. But pretty good board for sevens as well. I like the check.
Yeah,
Checks it
sneaky.
over. Slips him a little rope.
Stevie not going to bite. 400K, and it does check it back. And it's a pretty bad card from Stevie's point of view.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised he didn't bet that flop for deny some equity, but
Right.
just radar's on. Maybe a live tell. Yeah, it's going to be hard here. No, I can't really.
Right, protection is so much more important in Jeff in short deck because you can't have bricks rolling out. There's no deuce, 3, 4, 5
Yeah.
rolling up on the turn to save Stevie there with the sevens.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like you say, radar on.
At the same time, if he doesn't hear from a raise, it's unlikely someone has two pairs. So he might be pretty sure he could figure out that he might not have the best hand, but he could be able to blow off like an ace-10,
Right.
ace-jack.
Yeah, that may be what happens here. Second bet. 170. We've gone pretty small. 175.
It's got a nice card, the 9 actually. So the
Right.
low straight here is ace 6, 7, 8, 9.
Right.
Does actually know that he's going for the gutter. And look at that. He does get ace 10 to fold.
Yeah, that was a great, great read by you.
And now it's, I mean, king queen also just kind of no man's land. Multi-way, gotta believe king queen is. I mean, it's kind of hard to be playing here.
Yeah, and it's almost like Wei Leong Chan coming along with the king queen has allowed Stevie to make S10 fold. But look at this, he's not done just yet. Does make another call. So Stevie's made the better hand fold and the weaker hand call. That's why he's the goat,
best
right?
do. They just find a way.
That's what they do.
And it does improve to 2-pair, and 8 would be a straight. The flush comes in, but again, no one ever has a flush. That's just something you'll see. I just don't ever really see it. And king queen, just can't imagine he has the best hand here. He's gonna go ahead and lead out. Wow. Wow, interesting. Turns his hand into a bluff here. I guess kind of thinking that there's really no way Stevie could have an 8. That's kind of what he's thinking.
Right.
It's just very hard. He's bet the flop, bet the turn, and what 8s does he have? So how, and high level, again, this is, these are ones where I can't say not a lot of experience in these boards or how this works, but this is tricky if you're Stevie.
Right, and what you were saying before, if Wei Leong had better than 1 pair on the flop, he probably would have found out. So he's weighted a bit more towards draws. Doesn't really have a hand like king queen you would expect to get to this stage. So what's left is those draws. Remember, a small bit on the turn.
Yeah, this doesn't, just thinking about it, doesn't make a ton of sense other than 8. I guess the flush gets there too, multi-way. He probably doesn't think Stevie's betting a flush draw. What do you think? Does he call here?
I mean, it's so hard to imagine a hand that gets there. That could be bluffing, right? I just.
Yeah, maybe
But
he's
it's
got
Stevie.
like, maybe he's,
No,
wow.
yeah, I mean, I just don't see how you can call.
Good.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy. That's, I mean,
Fred. Nice.
Been to-
wow. So
been to
the,
room service.
yeah, best hand folds, then the next best hand folds, and
Walked
king
by,
queen
called
just
for
stuck
me.
Yeah.
in there,
Wondered
looked
if it was
confident.
morning. Pretty good though.
In this hotel.
Yeah.
Weather's amazing
room
here.
was nice.
Food's amazing. I'm very impressed. You've been here once before?
I came here, yeah, up at the Millions, August 2018, so very different, obviously, in the summer
Yeah.
than it is now.
Yeah, my first time to Russia. I'm very surprised. And not that I didn't think it would be nice, but not this nice. It's just
Right.
world-class facilities here.
Yeah, Sochi is something of a jewel. The casino and the hotel here combined are pretty special. Look at this, couple of ace kings. Wei Leong raising it up.
Holding
And yeah, no surprise, he just ripped in that 1.6.
1.6.
And this is obviously one thing in Jeff, in a short deck, people don't really fold pre-flop. Someone raises and someone gets jammed on, they just call.
Yeah,
Like, good luck to you if you can beat me.
going for it.
Already calling the chop, huh?
Wow, all suits represented here.
There will definitely be a sweat on this flop.
Kerry Katz has the most famous chop get there, the one drop, aces
Right.
to aces versus Connor Drynan.
Yeah, that was a brutal one. That's,
That was one of the bigger equity.
That was the first one drop.
That's kind of
Yeah.
anticlimactic.
think,
Well,
The
no,
fir- the
no,
second
no,
one was it?
second maybe
Second,
or
that's
third
right.
even. It was I think it might have been 16. 2012 was first one, 14, 16. There's a lot of the one drops now,
Yeah,
but it was
million dollar tournaments are a dime a dozen these days, you know, Jeff. What are we
yeah,
talking
they're
about?
they're all around, and I mean that was a dirty one. That was near the money bubble, maybe 2 tables
Right,
left,
yeah.
and
it's just
Connor Drynan satellited in for
like Kerry and Pulpur. Similar in that obviously very wealthy from outside of poker. Don't need to make money from poker to improve their lives, but
right.
enjoy the game so much, are so passionate, have worked outside of just playing poker to try and bring poker to the standards they want. So better events, better coverage.
Yep.
Just like, of course, Rob Young with Party Poker Live. It's nice when all three kind of get together.
Yeah. All doing some special stuff. And look at this. 2 big hands. Carey going to happily move it in. I think what's the ace king to queens? It's like ace king's almost a favorite, I think.
There we go. 51% to 48.
You had to ask with ace king. That's a fair fight. I like your hand better. Can we switch? I had a king.
Oh, guys are telling
Now
outs.
it's a fair fight. Queen. Right.
Well, to fight, Carey has to win, Jeff. He is the one at risk.
Queen jack 10. Yeah, that's a fair fight too. I'd take that. That's all right.
Jack
I don't
10
want
7.
queen. Never mind. Change my mind. Screw the queen. Oh my God, he's got so many outs. Anything high, it's over.
Diamond.
Right, Carey's doing our job for us, Jeff. It's easy,
Yeah,
right?
That's nice.
That's why he is El Jefe.
Ace of diamonds.
9's the best card. 8's good.
Carey.
Nah, 9 sucks now. No, 9's good.
Carey's talking it through.
9's good.
He's confusing himself in this
Yeah,
one.
9 would be
Jack
good. We'll give him the
of
queen high straight, of course.
That'll work. There it is.
6 will work as well.
How do you get like that?
1 pair holds.
You go. I knew John had a king. I was rooting for you. Yeah, my ass. It's just a flush one. My first blue chip.
Said 775.
735.
35. You get a discount.
With the
Right.
same guys you're playing all week, and now those flips, those situations
Yeah.
really, they
You
matter
run
that
amazing at
much
the first
more.
part of the week. It's kind of irrelevant. Like
Yeah. There's Aaron, a little bit of a flesh wound, still healthy.
yeah, in fact, this thing's getting a little more even around the table.
He looks focused today. He's dialed in. He's got himself. He did find himself in a nice spot. A couple doubles early. We were saying this could be early, this could be this, that, and all of a sudden,
Yeah.
boom, double, stacks even out.
Yeah, keep everyone caged. I mean, look at these 3 guys with 1.5 million. Stevie just above that, and pocket kings, more importantly. Now, Jeff, you don't have to know a lot about short deck to know kings is a good hand, right?
Nope, I'm going to play that one pretty hard, but look at this. Is he just
Wow.
checking? See, now, he has the best position, and he checks in multi-way. This is like, that's one I'm just not sure about. That's when I think I'm starting to
Right.
pick it up a bit. I'm not, just a little confused.
Right, I mean, is that in sort of ICM aware play, right? They're all pretty even in chips. If Stevie raises there and someone just like limp jams ace queen on him, I know the activities run really close, and he gets himself in a spot. Happy to play the button in position. I mean, I'd go out on him and say there's 2 tables left. That's 100%. He's happy to raise, get that in.
Yeah, look at this. He sees Carey lead out. I mean, he actually has a great hand against Carey's particular hand, blocking the straight. Got to knows Carey's game. They play a lot together. I wonder, on this, if you're gonna play kings like this, there's not many better boards than this, I would imagine.
On the flip side, though, of course, 2 kings blocking king jack, which is one of the hands he might expect
True.
to bluff with. So obviously, we can see it against a specific hand. It's a great spot.
He's gonna. Does just call. And Carey is now out of position and gets a little something there. Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, they both could kind of.
They have key
both
cards.
rep-
Everyone's got good cards here.
They could both go rep in here. Carey with jack, Stevie with 2 kings. I mean, the more likely the way the hand's played out, and having 2 kings in his hand to have the nuts than his opponent.
Yeah, I think he realized if he bets here, it's almost impossible to get raised. So
Right.
I think in this spot it might make sense to bet, but you could bet 3 about half pot, but he does check. really good run out for kings here. I mean, even against somehow queen 10, you're now leading, although I don't know if Kerry would check. Queen 10 he might on the turn, but either way, king's just a fantastic board now.
Yeah, and carry. Just body language check this. That's a surrender, isn't it?
Yeah. A couple surprising plays, and again, surprising, not that we're short deck experts, just pre-flop definitely would think that he would thin the field, and then on the turn, I guess probably one of those spots he could do either. Doesn't really want to bet get jammed on either, so I don't know.
But it's a good point you made that he doesn't really get raised if he bets that, does he? It's really hard for Gary to check raise that. I mean, unless he's against hands where he's basically dead, so you don't mind getting check raised.
Yeah. Small size in here.
Queen 6. Makes sense.
Oh, Gary. I mean, can't do anything here. He's giving a speech, but what can you beat? No hands.
Know what I can beat.
Yeah, see, it's also tricky when you just see the cards face up, but I just think carry betting and then checking. I'm like, yeah, I think with the two kings you could maybe in particular, maybe, you know, a lot of times there's, especially in a short deck where they're not quite as experienced, most likely, I think there's a lot of the very, you know, the things we go either way. So maybe that would be one. Yeah, he would say, oh yeah, I was, you know,
yeah,
flip the coin on whether to bet or not.
Yeah, like the greats just don't even know. You know, it's still a new enough game.
Yeah, it's another big hand for Aaron. He's king. So John finds himself in another fairly difficult situation, 2 9s. Just going to go ahead and call. Pretty nice flop for 2 9s, especially in short deck when there's no 2, 3, 4s, 5s. If you get 9s and no overcard comes, you gotta like it.
And started the hand with like 2 million, right? About
1.8.
Aaron getting a little information, goes and bets it.
Yeah, I mean, this makes sense, right? Knock John off all those non-bet hands. I mean, protect his ace high a little bit. And I guess the beauty in this game with having raised, having the ace king, we can just get blasting off if we fancy it. Yep. Right? John shouldn't have any sixes here, right? I mean.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, really tricky because even a hand like Jack 10 suited could be doing something like this, taking a shot. It's really, any turn is difficult. Does fold. Nice play from Aaron.
These pots so crucial. You see there, he's up to 2.3.
I mean, I just wonder from John's perspective, if you're gonna, you call with 9s.
Get it up and start blasting.
Put the pressure on.
This guy, I mean, again, if you didn't get the chance to see that final in the Bahamas, he was a blast on the final.
Is there any hand that stuck out for you there? Was that?
There was so many. I mean, the guys.
Was he some hero calls or more just aggression or?
A mixture of the two. His kind of like reading all the situations was pretty impressive. Some of them he folded, you know, but the final table that he was on, I mean, it was tough. And I mean, it's testament to him that it was a 3-way chop with Big Hooney and Andre Mateus. So, you know, those two aren't going to chop if they think you're easy to play, right?
True. Yeah, that's a nice endorsement right there. Kerry getting peely here with the Jack 8 suited. Something's wrong with Ace Queen. The hand just doesn't seem to ever do it. Just get it done. I don't know. Tricky hand.
It's the same in short deck and then hold them right.
It's just tricky hand. Carry gonna take.
All right. Checking one back.
Great card for the Jack 8.
All right. Undercard and gives him that gut shot.
Carry said no more checking. Feels confident. He's got a blocker to the nuts. Top pair still. And Aaron, non-believer.
Can I have a little look? I mean, maybe if a fairly good reader situation doesn't think Carry checks too many strong hands on the flop. Has 2 overs, has a gut shot. And wow.
Oh, you got ace jack. Wow.
This is a bizarre line, right? We can't. Carry says you got ace jack, but does he expect Aaron to check ace jack twice? I don't think so.
Yeah, it's strange.
This is it. I mean, Aaron just comes out the box there, just pretty quickly rips it in.
Carey's gonna have to call here.
Yeah. I mean, Carey doesn't have too many strong hands himself, right? Having check back flop, bet turn.
2.
It's bizarre hand, bizarre. I didn't
Right.
expect that on
This
that
is
card.
it, man. This is it. You're in Aaron's world right now.
It's sick because it's
I
yeah.
mean,
If Carey just has 10,
Right.
protecting a 10. I mean, it's hard for him to have the jack. He checked back the flop.
Right. This is one of the best.
Clubs.
This is one of the best hands you can have when he wants to fold it.
Yeah.
I mean, he just can't fold, surely.
Yeah, it doesn't. He's
But
like
then-
he's repping a boat. Like, what boat does he have?
Expecting that.
I guess
There
ace.
we go. Not expecting that. I mean, there aren't. What hands does he check call and then lead jam? I mean, obviously the lead jam isn't that big relative to the pot, right? It's Carry only having 730k, so it's just a little over half pot.
Carey is a very analytical thinking player. You know, this kind of guy that he will give credit to some spots, and
Weird bluff.
he's
Well, this is the flip. I mean, we can see it's ace queen, but it's hard to put him on too many bluffs, right? What hands? So Aaron has to what? Just decide to check, then check. Check twice with king queen or ace queen. Play it this way. But almost nothing makes sense, right?
it's
In
all
this instance,
yeah.
you don't expect Aaron to ever bet this river. Nothing makes sense, and you got one of the better hands. You just kind of got to call.
Yeah, he's gonna call.
Oh,
He's got to call. I mean, I'm just. I wish this one was whole cards down. So he's gonna find a call, I think.
well, he's throwing in a lot of something, and those are the time chips.
Take 2 more.
Oh, Carey. Oh man.
And Aaron just giving nothing away, isn't he? And try and get a read on that face.
No, he's not giving it up. Not giving much up. Carey Cat's in the tank here. Carey got a double, held a flip, and now
Could have 10s.
would he check
You were
tens
reducing me.
twice? It's an agony.
That's right. It is a weird spot. I mean, at first I was thinking Carey just has to call, but at the same time, like what hands does Aaron get to the river with? But then just want to jam. It has to be bluffs, and there just aren't that many on that board.
Queen king, ace queen,
Right.
ace king.
Bluffing me?
But does he expect him just to bet these on the flop, or
Well,
at
it
least
could be
bet
a
them on the
bluff.
turn?
I can't beat a jack, and I can't beat.
Pretty
beat
comfortable
10s.
with my hand at this point.
Wow. Pretty comfortable hand at this point. Wow.
El Jefe is gonna go with the old library. Got a little reaction out of him.
But that comment though, just like that's like, oh well, I ripped my queen jack in here, and you haven't called now, so I know I'm good.
Just take them all.
Just let me know when I got 10 seconds left.
Man, it's like a 6-minute river. All the banks. How many do they have? It looked like he threw a lot.
I mean, just
He's got at least put
I think
5
I'll
or
have to
6
get
in there.
extras, you know.
This is serious.
I was ecstatic with that river until you jammed. You're really gonna pot control on that board. King queen. King queen, you're probably going all in. Flop.
Piecing it together, Jeff.
What would you do with a queen jack? You probably maybe check that for pot control.
But then does he check the
Those
turn?
turns, you'd probably induce me. Only thing I can beat is some totally snap decision where you're just bluffing because you have nothing.
I think he's gonna call.
I think it's really tough. Like I say, like you don't expect king queen to check the flop, ball check the turn. Like,
I'm gonna fold.
No, Kerry. My goodness, this guy's savage.
it's a really weird spot.
Show the ace. Uh-oh.
Show the ace.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Thoughts on some of the stuff. I've seen some nice bluffs, and I see why short deck's fastly becoming such an exciting game for people to watch. Nine, 10 suited, also one of the jackpot hands in short deck, similar to Jack 10 suited, just has so much possibility. Man, everyone's got similar wheelhouse of cards here.
You can see carnage, Jeff.
Yeah, definitely some collision flops. Flushes are hard. I'm telling. Do you think we'll see one today or no?
This is it. I mean, we're not going to see one this hand, are we?
No.
4 hearts out there. 5 hearts out there.
Okay, so there it is. There is
Yeah.
a lot of movement on this. There's even the gutcha. Ace 8 has a straight draw. Jack 10 is double gutted. 8 or queen. 9, 10. Got a little nibble of it. Top pair for Y long.
Yeah, everything. Everyone has got a piece of this.
You can just see how comfortable Y long is with short deck. Just just figuring out here. King 10 off, and he's just putting a bet out into 5 players. 5 way to a flop, and he's right. Jack 10, very sneaky hand here.
Right, this is a big spot. Double gutter. Two-way nut draw.
Look at the equity.
In
Jack
this game.
10's actually got the best equity on this board.
Right. Aaron, well, one of those kind of hands in regular holding might continue with, right? The gut short, backdoor hearts. But as you say,
Yep.
you don't make flushes in this game. He's going to wish he had stayed in.
Oh man, what a card! Yeah, he would have just spiked it.
William now with top 2. John with a pair to go with his straight draw. 750 is the pot size.
It's a great card for Y long here, knowing that against King Jack King Queen, he's in the lead now. That's the type of hand that John could have, and against the Jack 10, which was the best draw on the flop,
Right.
still behind and actually improved some. So he's just very confidently value betting his hand here.
Right, and if John had got to the flop with, like 9-7 suited or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Tricky spot for John. His hand really shrinks up here a bit. It's pretty. He's not going to be so disguised, I mean, if he hits a straight, a 4-liner, hard to
Right.
get paid. Is a 10 or a jack good? And I think he also knows how talented a player Y long is, and realizing that this has gotten a bit worse of a situation all of a sudden.
one time.
Rich get richer.
Should have called. That sucks.
Aaron showing a little frustration.
On a usual table, but perhaps with final tables. He's getting some appreciation from the gallery there, Jeff Carricats. The boys are loving him.
Yep, getting some props. I think that was Jason Kuhn, but hard to make out the voice. Also one of the top short deck players. Aaron certainly had some fun. Had some flips already, had some bluffs. And he debating, I think, maybe to rip it here. Although Aaron hasn't really been raising super light. He's been showing ace king, queens, and this is going to get called.
Well, I mean, obviously, they haven't seen it. Aaron did open king 10 off from the first seat, and I mean, these guys are probably I'm going to go out on them and say they're probably
he raised that? I
yeah,
thought
he raised that one
okay.
up, right? So I think they probably maybe think that Aaron is opening a little wider than the others. But yeah, it's going to well backfire here. Maybe on.
Wow, surprised why Long is debating this with the raise and a shove. But again, he's on the button, and ace jack's a very nice hand too.
And the shove is only, what, 20 antes. But you've got to be worried about the opener still.
Interesting enough, if somehow he went with it or jammed, he would probably, Aaron would find a fold potentially here. And not just because we can see the hands. I'm surprised he's considering this.
There you go. I mean, some guys it's just hard to fold, you know.
That's true.
You know, you look at the hands, you don't want to fold them. Great spot then for Aaron.
Yeah.
I mean, he's going to ace jack, but ace and a jack in the muck.
Ace gone there.
He probably had an ace. Classic short deck flip. Probably had ace. Oh, he might have had ace queen. I got one out if he hits the ace.
Gary loves to.
Gary's just loving life, isn't he?
Loves this.
King 9-7, no help. Just an ace is going to do it, Jeff.
Oh,
however,
little extra
goes.
fun.
And there it is, the
Oh
wheel.
my goodness.
The dirty way, Jeff.
Wow.
Down the bottom.
Wow. Oh yeah, so it was a huge turn.
Yeah, I picked up the double gut shot. See, a 10 or 6 would have done it.
That one's hard to see. I still miss it all the time.
I don't know if Aaron saw it. It was a little confusing. I wasn't looking for it.
The dealer certainly missed it. The dealer threw the ace jack face down.
Wow.
It's tough, you know. We've been doing it for 2 decades, Jeff. We've been looking at the. We've not looked at the ace 6, 7, 8, 9. You know, it's
pair. I guess the 8 of spades is the card you're looking for there.
Like, I don't know who was gonna win this tournament, but they might not win it anymore.
That's true.
Butterfly effect has been called. Just a little flick of the wrist. Stevie says, "I don't care what happens."
Stevie says, "I know who's winning the tournament, boys."
I'm the favorite here, guys.
You might not know who's going to win the tournament, but I do.
Yeah, you can misdeal as much as you want.
Yeah. Mine was a float, basically.
Right, Stevie going to raise this time for +1.
How much do you have?
2.1 and 2.2 stuff.
Oh, there it is. Now that's the pretty one. The Jack 10 suited. Just this basically aces in this game. It's got a 2-1 lead on Stevie.
Right, and with ICM, You can just turn the pressure up on Stevie here, right? Stevie's now in a pot, out of position against the guy who covers him.
Carey thinking about coming in here.
Yeah, well, he's on the button, so it's only one other 120 for him.
Yep.
Makes sense. Have a look.
Whoa.
Wow. Big prop for Wei Liang. Here we go, Jeff. You were questioning whether we may see a flush.
Still would be shocked. Carey's got an important one there. So when 13 clubs normally with short deck, you get rid of the 2, 3, 4, 5. So 9. There's 5. There's 4 left.
Wei Liang again. No. Try and put Stevie in a spot. We saw that great hand earlier. Jeff with the king queen. He check called twice with the second pair and just put Stevie in it on the river. Here, hard to carry to do anything. This is it. Stevie calls here. What happens on the turn? What happens on the river? This guy's gonna really put you to the test.
Yep.
Well, we can't fold yet, but it's gonna be so hard on a lot of turn cards.
Tricky spot.
Yeah, I mean, he's calling, hoping
Wow.
Wei Liang slows down, but he's just not the kind of guy who slows down, I don't think.
Nope.
That is a good card.
Stevie just dialed in. So if he is going to bet, there's already 1.2 in there, so he doesn't have to bet that much to set up a pot-sized river shove. Even like 300,000, 350 would put it well over.
It's going quite a lot bigger.
Going a little bigger.
Setting up for a half pot size river bet, Jeff.
Yep.
And this now, like, Stevie's just, I mean, what could he do?
Really interesting hand again. Stevie got bluffed earlier. Same player, similar situation. This one a little more dynamic. Wei Liang actually has a great semi-bluff hand.
Right, but Stevie has, you know, a really bad one pair hand. Right, he doesn't really have too many weaker hands that he gets here with. I mean, given that Wei Liang has the jack of clubs, I guess Stevie could have some pair and flush draw combos, but
Yeah, even ace-9, ace-8, he would have a gut shot with it.
right.
And now, I mean, he just is sort of in no man's land. I think Stevie's really working out here. If he calls and the river is
Right,
what rivers is he has to just can't fold on, because I mean it's a great play. It's really
I like both actions
Yeah,
there. I like the
me
bet, I
too.
like the fold.
it's really just high level stuff. I mean, I think it's tough, you know, when you're at that level and you know he knows what he's leveraging there with the ICM, but just with the jack 10 suited pre-flop, but he
Right.
decided to. Such a nice hand. Just gonna call.
Oh, Stevie under the gun. Been limping from this spot quite a lot, but did raise the last hand from +1. May have much bigger size in this time, 230. Aaron, ace king. Well, Jeff, I think we're going to see 5 here.
Surfs up.
Surfs up. I like it.
It's going. But Stevie, I mean, Is there any way he could fold if no one else does anything? I don't think so, but
Like 1 point.
I think I got 1.4.
Yeah, he's never wild about it, but there we go. Straight flip.
big moment too for the week. You know, 25K first buy-in, go out 6th, or maybe you win this pot, puts you in a chance to win it all. Have a nice cover your week a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, Stevie covers, but barely, and he's fallen behind on ace-7-7. Just 235K left, bar a miracle.
Some paint. 7%, a little different than 5% in Hold'em. Oh, double paint.
Double paint.
And
there we go. Aaron back in it, up to 3 million. Stevie. Well, I was just saying how he's figuring his way through this final. Got to second in chips, can put a bit of pressure, and now, well, left with dust.
well, Aaron did lose ace king to queens before.
4 double ups now. And he had to look to see which card he showed me, so that was a good sign. Yeah.
I had ace queen
Yeah?
on that hand. Figure it's already out now. You can see it if you wanted to hear it.
It's a good bluff.
Aaron doubles up and then
Yeah, then lets him
then
know.
lets him know. It's brilliant. I love it,
Yeah, I
Jeff.
think there was any chance you were folding. After he threw in all the time banks, I was like, he's gonna call.
So what'd you start with? I should have gone with my first instinct. It felt like in a kind of like a snap decision bluff, and then I'm like,
That's exactly what it was.
Well, Stevie's found it. Give him that.
Still relatively even equities.
Right.
Ace king 10-8. Table's definitely rooting for John here for a pay jump. And 10-8 with 10 out, still a flip. There is a key card.
Yeah, just a little bit. Stevie looking for a 10.
Oof.
Too little, too late. That was it, Jeff. Stevie. Wow. First out on the final table. Who had that?
Just like that, down to 5. Carry also relatively short. It's all about the result, you know. John's in there, ace 10 suited, ace jack suited, would be out 6. Instead he doubles. Now he knocks out Stevie, 5-handed, carries short. That's what's beautiful. Tournament poker really is fun. It's just never over.
Here we go. Stevie picking up 63K. Carry, as you say, very short, 645, and then yeah, things kind of getting a little bit more, a little deeper in the middle there, should we say, Jeff, with Aaron and he over 2.5 million apiece. It says 30K, 60K.
And half with the virus scare. A lot of people, you know,
Yeah.
get it. So especially coming from the U.S., a long way, a couple flights.
Yeah, a lot of, I think at this early stage of that, a lot of different information in different countries about the
Right.
advice of where to travel to, or whether you should travel at all. And people
Yeah.
just doing it. And I think perhaps more importantly, Jeff, for people who, you know, are high up in other aspects of life, you know, if you're running a big business, can you risk going to another country and then maybe not being able to get back into your own country for 2 weeks because suddenly they want to quarantine everyone?
Yeah,
it's-
that's more the scare, I think.
The
than
travel
actual-
restrictions is a lot very scary if you're
Right.
if you're running a big business.
I think my 5 came out of rolled over there. But you put
What's
that in.
happened here? Carries ripped the ace-9. John calls with kings. Here we go. El Jefe at risk.
El Jefe behind's been in these spots. Oh, hello, Jefe.
Not so behind anymore.
Queen of spades. Just a 7.
10.
It's a good card for you. Now queens. More than doubled your outs.
King or queen. He's looking for paint. Not to be. Another double up. Carry back up to 1 million.
Just how he drew it up.
Yeah, I'd say you can't risk it. You can't risk being potentially being away from your business for 2 weeks. You can't just for the sake of going and play a poker tournament. Or
It's tricky.
poker player is not so much of an issue. You know, going to be bad things. You can understand why, in that sense, that some of the smaller buying events, should we say? I mean, we're still talking, you know, or the next WPT on the horizon in Barca is a 3K, but I mean it's smaller in the poker world. But you can see a lot of people maybe who were thinking about going to that, maybe have won a WPT passport, thinking, well, hang on a second. This is, can I afford to be away from home for 2 weeks?
Right. They have that. I saw Rob just announced about the WPT online, a 3,300 online. It's pretty sick to play one online. It might be the case. Some of these events may just move the series online.
Yeah.
For a while.
Yeah, you imagine online poker will get a little boon out of this. There's carry with bottom pair and open, and they can't like it much. But look at the spot he's in.
Nice to have a 10 in the spot. He's got a little piece as well. He's actually sitting in great shape. Surprised it's only 12% there. I guess
a lot of Wei Leong with a 10 as well, so you got all the splits.
Yeah, true.
And of course, he's splitting with his jack as well, isn't he? So he's got splits all the way around. It's not going to be a split if he bets.
This is going to work.
Here we go.
Nice hand.
Climbing back up.
Halfway there.
Well, there you go. It's a flip.
2.1, 2.2. More or less.
Wow, there it is.
You just can't fold Jack 10 suited in this game.
He's got him covered a bit. Realizes flipping most of the time, and it's just so pretty.
Yeah, and this, of course, is great for the other three at the table.
Oh, yeah. They like seeing this.
Either Aaron wins and you're down to 4, or Aaron loses and he's down to sub $1 million chips.
Jack 10 suited. I'll take Jack 10 suited. Ace Queen I've never seen win an important pot. Till maybe
that's
not.
A pretty good flop.
Yeah.
Aaron, of course, with the gut shot draw. And, you know, the backdoor clubs. Jeff doesn't reckon we're going to see a
flushes.
flush today. I'm not sure.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
What an action card. Look at that. Just like that, it's got...
Count that many outs.
Can't count that many outs, says El Jefe. Well,
a lot.
Aaron has 10 of them.
Oh, it was close.
That is not one of them.
Wow.
There you go. There's one of two things are going to happen, Jeff. You never see a flush in this game, and you never see Ace Queen win. So something had to break. You know.
There was no ties on that scenario. Yeah.
What a game.
Huge pot. The chip leader now, I believe. He and Wei Leong would be pretty close.
Interesting spot, Jack 10 suited in that exact scenario. I guess you do cover, probably flipping.
Yeah, it's just he's made it 385 though, and the jam's only just over 2. It's just you kind of okay. Here we go. A lot of overlay in this pot.
Going for a trophy.
Carry. Still. This is fucking crazy. Like my hand. Aces? Tens? 6, 7 suited. It's a winning hand.
It's a winning hand.
No. Fine.
It's still you.
It's true.
It has 6, 7 written all over it.
I still got outs. I'm in trouble. Just an ace to chop. That'd be really annoying.
You can't win.
Really?
Oh, wow, I got a flower.
Oh my gosh.
That's sick.
How did that
so
happen?
lucky.
Short deck.
Does he have you covered?
You didn't think you were gonna win that one, huh? Oh.
Dude,
No.
brutal.
How did you do that? I didn't even see how you could win. I was in my head. I was like, oh, he's...
I didn't even see. I didn't even like.
You know what he's going to do.
Oh.
And you know what Carey's going to do here.
All right, I call.
Wow.
He has to go to war.
Good luck.
And out of all the hands he's shoving, this is a bit unlucky for
Yeah.
Carey.
Actually has
It's
a hand.
him. Brutal. This is like.
Carey, I usually root for you, buddy.
No, you don't have to root
This
for
is
me.
one time that
I don't deserve. I don't even deserve
Carey,
fourth.
I root
today.
for you every hand.
You don't have to
Even
root-
when it was against my kings, I was pulling for you.
Against him, I'm like 10%. Against him, it's like I'm drawing dead. I need the jack of spades. Ugh,
And there it is in the window.
that is looking hopeless. Now I need him to get a 2-pair. No, that's not good. I just need a jack. Yes.
Well, 2-pair gives you outs.
I knew it was hopeless when he was all in.
Well, he does have 2 pair.
All right, huh?
Picks up some additional jack or 10 on the end.
All right, 10 or jack.
If we lose Carey, he's gonna. There goes some of our commentating though.
Yeah.
Oh, all of it.
There it is. Kings full.
Good game.
Carry out in fourth for
Beast mode.
a shade over 100k. Not a bad start to the week, Jeff.
Yeah.
Well, they are falling like flies here in Sochi. Well, that's how things look. And William Chen losing that monstrous pot, picking up just 84k win. It looked like he might be heading towards that first prize, but these three now are guaranteed that 168. But I think it's fair to say that 2 of them are just desperate to get the $250,000 for second, Jeff.
Oh yeah, and look at that. 1 of 5. Wei Long Chen. He's just like that.
Yeah.
Gets 5th. I mean, it's.
Yeah, Steamy
Tournament
was
poker.
2 of 6. It's
Yep. He can taste it to close it off. All right, so there is the all-in with Jack 10, and he.
I thought it was, oh, you pick up 2 kings.
I'm all in.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to play this, isn't he? Try and finish him off.
Yep.
You say if he doubles up, it's not a complete disaster. Back to a million.
The worst. Jeez.
Yeah, he can still leverage the all-ins really easily against the 2. And he actually finds himself in a good position.
Yeah,
Get lucky one time.
get lucky 1 time, says Aaron.
Couldn't have king, queen, ace, king.
Jack 10 still can do stuff.
Well, you said we weren't going to see
Oh.
a flush.
Oh.
We found one.
There it is.
He's flopped it.
He had to look almost
that.
a royal.
That's the old
All right,
100%
you're right.
there.
We did get it. Check it off.
All right, buddy.
Okay.
Yeah, good game, man.
Wow.
Jeez.
Pretty looking hand there.
Well, he's been running okay.
Everything's okay. He is got a massive lead. Nice.
Oh, my man, high stakes legend, Jeff Gross.
Got a fun week here, man.
We got him. We
This
dragged him all the way from Florida.
is
We've got him through Europe. We've got him out to Russia.
a long ride.
Yeah, this-
Definitely worth it.
All in.
I do like how they do this. They build it up to 25, 50, 100s, and then the 250. And here we go.
yeah, this could be it.
Jack 10 to King 9.
The hand, isn't it? It's just the hand.
This is the one in short deck. You just feel good with it. He can taste it, though. I mean, although massive lead, still, they get the first one, you start wondering what's going to happen.
it's-
Nice to close it off. You can get it done right away.
And,
Ooh,
well,
hello.
how's he doing with his flops?
Man,
He get King Jack in, ace King makes a house, gets the King 10 in, makes flops a flush, gets the Jack 10 in.
and
Flops
he's
ace
got the club
straight.
covered as well. So what? It would need a 10.
Yeah, just the 10 for a chop. Otherwise, he is going to be our first champion of the week.
Wow, royal makes a royal, right?
Wow.
Ends it in style.
Wow.
Unbelievable. Royal flush
Royal flush to
to
win
end
the
the
first
tournament.
event.
Nice, clean living there. I don't even think he realized it.
No, I think they just see a...
Just what a steamroll there. And John Sin picking up 250.
Yeah.
Nice little 10x on his investment.
Not a bad little start though, but He Zhang, the winner of the first event here. Event number 1, 25k short deck. There he is.
Well played. Congrats to him. Nice to get a trophy.
Taking down event number 1 and picking up just under $380,000.
Guys, let me introduce you our first champion of Million Super High Roller Series in Sochi, He Zhang. Our congratulations.
Thank you.
What are you feeling right now?
I feel very good. It's my first short deck tournament and I won it. So yeah.
Is it your biggest cash in your career?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Yeah? You just asked me. I don't know how much I won.
Yeah, I was focused in the tournament. I didn't even check the price. Yeah.
Okay, tell us about yourself. You know, before the interview, we tried to find some information about you in internet, and we found nothing, almost. So, who are you?
Yeah, that is because I don't play live too much. Mainly, I play online, cash games, and yeah, that's it.
All your Triton community, you play so really high limits. Can you give an advice for our players about studying poker? How do you work on your game?
Well, you have to put a lot of hours in the study at home. There are many softwares to study to check the range, how you should play each hand, and basically you need to understand the game. And it's good to have many poker friends, so you can share your hands, your thoughts, your thinking process, and everything. Yeah.
Cool. Cool. Thank you for advice. And are you first time in Russia?
Yeah, it's my first time in Russia.
And how is your Russian experience so far?
So far, it's great. Sochi is wonderful. I mean, it's very, very beautiful. We're in the middle of the mountain, and yeah, everything's very beautiful. And the temperature is nice.
Yeah, temperature is very nice, yeah. But it's a bit strange for March, it's so warm now, but great temperature, I agree.
I expected that it was going to be very cold.
Yeah, Russian winter. And do you have some special plans for next 10 days? Maybe you want to try classic Russian food or kind of...
Yeah, maybe do some ski. I'm going to keep playing all the short deck tournaments. Maybe some no limit, let's see. And yeah, doing ski, go to eat, and basic things.
Cool. Thank you so much, and we congratulate you again, and we wish you good luck in all other tournaments as well.
Yeah, okay, thank you. And I want to say thank you to my wife, to my friends.
You have to hold it like Oscar.
Yeah, thank you.
Cool.
If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure you leave a like, drop a comment, and don't forget to subscribe for the best poker videos on YouTube. Make sure to also check out our previous video if you missed it, and let us know in the comments below what you would like to see on the next FuryTV.
Danny looks a queen.